The next system of frog that we are going to talk about is the excretory system. Excretory system, we will first discuss the general things because in males and females there is a slight difference. In case of females, the excretory system, that is urinary system, and reproductive system open separately into cloaca. In female frogs, urinary system and reproductive system open separately in cloaca. Whereas in male frogs, there is a common opening, and that is why the system is known as urinogenital system. So it is urinogenital system. That means urinary system and reproductive system join, and there's a common tube which brings the urine as well as the gametes, that is the sperms. So these are the two, and the difference will be very clear when we draw the diagrams, but we are first talking about the general things. Frogs are ureotelic. That means they excrete urea, and for elimination they have a pair of kidneys. Kidneys are red, bean-shaped, elongated structures which are present in the posterior part of the trunk. And we will be talking about the female urinary system separately first, and later we will be talking about the urinogenital system in males. Kidneys have nephrons, which are the main structures which help in elimination of the nitrogenous waste. So now let us talk about the urinary system in female frogs. Because it is a separate system, we will discuss this separately. As we said here, that the kidneys are elongated little bean-shaped structures present in the posterior part of the body on either side of the vertebral column. So if you have to write the location of kidneys is posterior part of trunk on either side of vertebral column. Now from each kidney arises a ureter. So there is a tube which is going to bring the urine, and these two ureters open into cloaca. So let us draw this sac-like structure. So say this is the cloaca, and this is the opening. So this part is rectum, that is the part of the digestive system which opens into cloaca. This is cloaca, and this is the cloacal opening, and these are the ureters. These two are the ureters. This is the kidney. So in case of female frogs, there is a separate thing. So urinary system is going to bring only urine. There is only removal of the nitrogenous waste which comes into the cloaca directly. There is no connection between the kidneys and the ovaries. Whereas when we would talk about this urinogenital system, we will see that there is a connection between the kidneys and the testes, and that is why the system becomes urinogenital system. Whereas in case of females, it is separate. whenever we talk of or we look at the diagram, we always find that here there are some finger-like structures attached to the kidney, and these are the fat bodies. This is basically stored fat. We have talked about hibernation and aestivation. So animals store the nourishment for this period of winter sleep or summer sleep, and it is mainly stored in the form of fat. So when the animal has to go for the winter or summer sleep, the fat bodies will be large, very well developed, because there is fat which is going to be accumulated. And after this hibernation aestivation is complete, that time these fat bodies are completely reduced. That means all that reserve material has been used up during that period, because during this time of summer and winter sleep, the animal doesn't come out or eat anything. So the fat bodies will be reduced. Here on the kidneys, we would also find a gland, that is adrenal gland. So on this, on the surface of it, we also see adrenal gland. Only thing is, it is like along the length, not on top of it. So these finger-like structures are the fat bodies. So they not only protect the kidneys, but also act as a reservoir of the food. So in female frog, urinary system is simple, independent system, and it opens directly into the cloaca. Now, in the next part, we will be talking about the urinogenital system that is seen in case of male frogs.